Hi everyone, happy Monday. Hopefully you're all having a great day, and apologies for no streams last week. Hi everyone, happy Monday. Hopefully you're all having and let's turn that off so you don't have to listen to me twice. Okay, so just organising giving away basalt. Let's sort out my inventory. We've got an end date for the server, so everybody's in last minute rush mode. So the Tango streams will be not this weekend, coming the weekend after for the server, is what I've been told. I'm assuming that's public, but we'll find out. Apologies if I'm overstepping the mark. And then the server will go down for a week, and then we'll start the next season, give or take. So we are coming to the end, so we've got the 2-week notice period. Just making sure what's full and what's not. Let's fill things up so I'm not giving them part shulkers. Take them out of here. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you're all doing okay. And apologies, my internet went down midstream last week and I didn't get it back until Wednesday morning. Bless it. Work were not happy. I ended up having to tether off my work phone. But tethering isn't good enough for streaming, so what you'll find is the build's darker because I've turned off the full bright resource pack to show us where the dark bits are, because I'm going to need to sort out darkness. Right. Smooth. Is smooth cooked or is it just crafted? I can never remember. Hopefully what I've left will help. Right, so what we're going to, I've been working on the build in the time I've had. As I say, you can see the dark patches now. I need to sort out this wall here so it's not so dark. Statue's not too bad. I think the room's okay. It just needs I'm thinking of putting a couple of those, one at the top, one at the bottom. Hopefully that will fix the light level there. It won't be a second, just need to hit refresh on that. I changed the walls. Instead of having pictures, I put little light boxes there with different randomized pink and pale oak. Since last week, we now have a throne room. And I need to sort out the lighting on the floor because it still looks a bit dull. And the pictures are going to have to go. The pictures pop out, if you see what I mean. It looks like there's no pictures there, but then they're popping back in. So I'm trying to figure out what to put on walls so that it stays with a decoration. I borrowed these designs from the great dining hall we have. And then this is the Oriental room I'd planned to do on stream last week, but internet being internet. So hopefully it gives it an Orientalish kind of feel. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what we have. What I need to do is check. Yeah, I'm going to need to come around the edges of these and add light blocks. So we'll do that in a minute. And then I've got a little office space room here. And we need to light up in here as well to sort it out. But first things first, let's start in here. So I didn't realise it's all above light level, if you see what I mean. It's not spawnable, but it looks kind of dark in places, so I need to fix it. I also need to fix the tree farm area where we've done those archers. I need to keep putting in the remaining blocks there so that hang on, I put stuff away, only I need them back. Guaranteed. Like I say, the area is a little dark. I don't mind it being a little dark down here because it's a dungeon area where all the farms, etc. are in. But I need to light this up, the top of these archers. Where are you? Let's grab this lot. That's what I had. Because as you can see, the roof line, the top of the archers don't look right without the light level. Because I needed to go back through and do these bits so that I can then light up the curvatures. And I need to do something about the roof because it's too dark. Oh, it's okay. I was thinking I'd missed some blocks up there. I haven't. So there's whole areas that are very dim. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the resub. Tier 2, you're crazy. You know that, right? Thank you for the meow. How are you doing today? Let's, like I say, this room's not too bad. There's still lighting bits that we need to sort out though. So let's get that done. Because until I remove the full bright lighting, the resource pack, I didn't realise how dark it was. Good job I've checked now, because obviously the server's coming to the end of season. We have the end date now, so just this week and next week to work on it. I may need to put some... Oh, I haven't changed the bottom of that out. I'll change the bottom of that out in a minute. You good? It's not too bad. The internet's been the problem. I don't know what Virgin are doing at the moment, but I didn't have internet till Wednesday, when it went off in stream last Monday, until Wednesday morning. Fortunately, for work I was able to tether the laptop to the work mobile. But it wasn't brilliant. Yeah, mine's usually pretty steady, but the last couple of months have been a bit of a pain with it. You know, the providers are a pain there, yeah. I don't know what's going on with them at the moment. They usually, like I say, it's not like it's Wi-Fi, it's cabled in, and it's Virgin Media is a cable. It's cabled, and the junction box not that far away, and we're near the centre of the town. So that helps with that. Let's get the next section done. I need to sort out the light level. That's it. Oh, I've got these 3 rooms sorted this week. Pretty much. You've got Virgin too, once they cut you off for an entire weekend. Ouch! Yeah. Like I said though, I need to figure out what to do, because the paintings are... I stand here and the paintings aren't showable. Which is why I went for just a randomised pattern in here. Well, it's not random, it's a mixture of fence gates and fences. You're looking forward to the season start? If you're going to play, that is, Ali. You wish you had time. Yeah, that's the thing. It is a case of having the time. Life keeps you busy. I'm off work this week, so I'm hoping to get the bits that need to be done, and then if I get anything extra done, I get it done. If I don't, well, I don't. There's one room still to decorate. That's that pinky purple room. I'm thinking it should be a ladies' sitting room area kind of thing. Because the colour scheme seems appropriate. We've just got to figure out what we're going to put in there. So I've got this as that. I need to do the same on the other one. Then I'm probably going to need to put campfires in. Smooth basalt. I may have a few stacks of that. I had a few shulkers of normal basalt, but not smooth. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what everybody's done. I always look forward to that. Gonna need to repair my elytra before long. Let's jump back in. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only a few stacks. Oh. So let's grab that. Because that's polished, isn't it? So let me grab some shulkers. Let's dump this lot back in here. I just have to remember to pick it up before we go back to the build. That's tough. That's not what I'm after. Okay. I should have checked above. I really should have done. I didn't do. Uh-oh. You're done. I got all this because I was going to use it in a big build. I was going to do a throne room in the dungeon area as a dark kind of throne. But I never got round to it. Grab that. And it's not going to get done now, so it may as well be used by somebody who needs it. See this one. Okay. What was that? Okay, I thought I'd clicked that. I missed it. Another basalt. I see 80, 22, 22. You're empty. You're not. So let's grab these. Fill up the shulkers we can. Then just leave the part shulker. That's 1, 2, 3. It's about 9 more shulkers. And a few stacks. It's not too bad. We'll drop these in the hood, in the hub, for them whenever they want them. Say hi to Grim. Right, so let's grab this lot. We'll get back to lighting that bit up. And we may end up seeing what we can do in that ladies' room. Yeah, season beginning is an amazing experience, but sadly very time consuming. That is true. And I still haven't got a plan for what to do for next season. I figure I'll work that out while the server's down for the week. give me a chance to come up with some ideas. I know people have mentioned things, and I think I have a list of what people have mentioned somewhere on my computer. I usually stick things like that in a notepad. Right, so that's that. How are we over here? You're lighted. I bet you've got a light as well. Okay, so we want to grab some cobbled deep slate. And I have, I think, a little bit. I took the armor stands down from the top of these and put in kind of like lighting boxes even, I should say. Hopefully they don't look too bad. Half slabs there, but I was pretty sure. What did I do with them then? Okay, we'll use those half slabs. Hopefully it'll work. Then I got to figure out lighting around these edges. I'm thinking about putting some trapdoors around the edge just to help light it up. It can't hurt. Oh, that takes 12, so I'm not going to have enough. I'm going to have to grab some more later. But I need to grab some campfires out of the box that has the campfires anyway. So I'll grab the cobble next time we're down. Ooh, I forgot to light up these seats. Oh, and I forgot to put in some... I missed. I'm finding things I've missed here, there and everywhere. So... Hi Kiwi, how are you doing today? How are you both doing today? Right, let's grab... I want the fence gates. As I was saying earlier, apologies for no streams last week. My internet went down midstream, and oh, here they are. They're what I was looking for, and didn't come back up until Wednesday morning. Oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. We've got the server end date now, and Tango will be the server will be shown off on stream. Not this Saturday, Sunday, but the Saturday, Sunday following. After the Sunday stream, the server will go down for about a week, and then the week after, the server will be updated and it'll be a fresh start. So it's last minute rush to get as much done as I possibly can. Oh, so I've got the 3 rooms in this bit. This season's been 18 months. Which has been a long season. It's usually been about 12. It's going to be So this Saturday and the first Saturday and Sunday in May is supposed to be the streaming week of the world. I've put down for the Saturday to show this, and there'll be a lot of awesome builds to see. There always is. I'm looking forward to seeing what people have come up with. I came back here for a reason. Oh, that's what I came back here for. Fence gates of the spruce variety. And that when the server's down between seasons, I will come up with a plan for what we want to do for next season. If anybody's got suggestions, feel free to throw them my way, and I'll have a think about them. I'm not guarantee I will do them, but I'll have a think about them. Okay, so that's better. Make sure I haven't missed any others. And I ended up putting fences and fence gates inside those bits to try and give an orientalish kind of feel. Not sure if it works, but it's done what it's done. Okay. Any more of them I've missed? I haven't lit the candles. I think that's okay. So I haven't done that one. They've done that one. Okay. What I need to do is get the light level as good as I can. I've still got doors to put in, but I'm not going to do another door stream. I'll do those off stream. No. We need to get things lit up. That's a problem with working with a Fulbright resource pack. You think it looks okay, and then you remove it and you find all the dark spots, even though none of them are spawnable. Okay, so you were already lit up. Okay, so you're not going to do. Let's put you back in. Right, so do I have any? I don't have any dark oak trapdoors on me. I'm going to go grab some dark oak trapdoors. I went and got a shulker of dark oak from the log shop earlier. Like I say, fortunately I've got a week off this week. I think I'm going to need more than that. No, not you. You. I may have to do around the edges in here as well. Oof. What am I going to do with you? Yeah, you're lit. I'm going to have to get some grey wool carpet and edge the grey wool in the centre bit. The only thing I can think of. Ooh. That won't do. Do I want to leave it there or do I want to take it down a level? Wait a second, I'm going to try both ways. I think I actually prefer it up. Just that little lip. Not sure why, but I do. Right, so then the doorway will come this way. How wide are you? Let's put the hood on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, which is fine because it means I don't have to change these panels. To remember to put these bits. Hang on, let's have a quick look. I think I left a gap. I did. To eat the pork chops, I ran out of golden carrots. Somebody gave me a shulker of pork chops earlier in the season, so they've come in handy. Just need to put one in at the top. Okay, lighting the edge up. And I'll figure out that room when we get to that room. So 1, 2. You. Fortunately, we have plenty of sea lanterns. My problem's going to be with the archers in the dungeon tree farm area, I think. I'm going to have to get some more frog lights. I think I have about 3 or 4 stacks. That might be enough. I'll need to go check. Because I want to keep them the same colour as we've already got in. Because I'm busy trying to light things up properly. So it doesn't look too weird. And hi DMC. You ready for the new season? Right, so because I need to put, what I'm planning to do is, as I've done on this archway, I need to do it on the other archers, but I'm not sure what colour we used. So I used the ochre, the yellowish one. I need to go around each of the curves and add them, which will help there. And then I need to figure out what to do to light some of the bits up at the top. This room was really, really dark. I ended up putting sea lanterns under here earlier today. And a few candles about trying to light some of the areas up. I haven't been able to catch many streams since work schedule changed for the next month or two. Ooh, but yeah, I'm glad to see you whenever you can, and when you don't have time, yeah, I understand, work's crazy. And last week, well, my internet went down midstream and then didn't come up on midstream Monday and didn't come back till Wednesday morning. But the island, I don't know whether you've seen that the island is now in. Let's check on my elytra. I want to put a big tree there. I have to remember to add that to my to-do list. But I need to finish off the bits inside the castle and sort out the light levels. Let's land and grab some rockets. Where's my rockets? My rockets are in my inventory. Because I put the wrong thing down. What can I say? Yeah, so now that this is in, I'm happy that the island is pretty much complete. The castle isn't, there's still bits to do, exterior and interior, but it's livable. Exactly. Most of the big stuff is done, Miss Mist. It's now little bits here and little bits there, except for the upstairs of the castle. But the next level up, if I get some of it done, great. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Purely because the important bit is getting the bits we have done to a decent standard. Um, don't let perfection be the enemy of amazing. I'll try not to let perfection get in the way. It's just that what I should have, because I've been streaming, I've had the Fulbright resource pack on, like I said, which means when I come into rooms like this, I find that there's big dark patches. And in the corner where the bookcases are as well. So I want to, like I say, add a little bit of lighting to fix that. Where we can. Actually, you shouldn't be there. You should be there, which means you need to go there. I'm not expecting it to be perfect everywhere because there's bits I will have missed and so on. And there are bits I'll always think of. Okay, so we need some more lanterns. Like these pictures. I really like the pictures. I don't like the way they pop in. If you see what I mean. I don't like that. So when I'm at this doorway, there's no pictures on that wall. Which is why I switched these things out. Some of them are trapdoors, some of them are just the pink and the white woods with candles in front. I was sea lanterns, that's what I was. So this is done all the way around now. I took out the little chandelier because to put a chandelier in each one of them would take ages. And I wasn't sure I wanted to spend that much time just doing that bits of roof. Yeah, it's one of those oddities, like the ones with shulkers. Yeah, that the loony bin took advantage of. That's true, where they don't render until you're pretty close. It's also nice that they're transparent as well, because we used them in one of the builds we did when we were doing the community trading hall, because we used them in the floor of the ice tower and as decoration in the potion towers, if I remember correctly, a few seasons ago on the floating islands. It was cool that you could do that. And I do like the patterns on them. You can do the little finishes after you get the world download. That's true. I'm still working on season 5's build when I have the time. because that was the whole biome that I dug down to bedrock to build an underground city in it of different types. Oops, I'm not there. So I still work on that one. Because we did streams of the previous seasons, if I remember right. Just a few minutes. That I then put on YouTube, if I remember rightly. But that's a while ago. At some point I'll have to update the Season 5 World one. You left some carrots in. Okay, okay, thank you. Oh no, I appreciate it. The carrots keep the level up longer than the pork chops, so I will grab them afterwards. Thank you very much, Ali. I do appreciate it. I can't remember who gave me a shulker of pork chops, but they did. And the thing was, I got rid of all my villagers so I could use whatever entities I needed up here. Because we're only allowed the 50 entities loaded at any one time. And I wanted to keep the count for here. You're going to grab a beverage? Yeah. Oh, that as and when. There's plenty of time yet, because I won't be doing those archways. It'll probably be tomorrow for my time before I get chance to do those. I want to finish off up here first. I want to get the lighting up here sorted and the rest of these doors in that I'm still working on. And plus I need to sort out this arch bit still. Carrots have more hidden saturation. Yeah. Pork chops restore 4 chicken legs, so they're equal to the... Yeah, not too bad then. If you don't get them now, you'll forget. Okay, that's fine. Whenever I can understand that. It's the same with me at times. If I don't do it when I'm thinking about it, I'll forget. There's a couple of towers outside that one's missing a copper trapdoor and missing, and another one is missing 4 stone half slabs. Okay, I need to go make more. That's better. When you compare the light over there to the light over here, it makes a difference. Let's get 3. Let's make up the ones we've got already first. It won't hurt to do all of them. I have a feeling I'm going to need them. Because there's places like this. Gotta figure out what I'm going to do. Because it's kind of dark across here, so... I'm wondering... Question is, do I put a lip up or do I do it down? Backed. Probably should be back one if I do that. Because that would have to change so as if the door could sweep over the top of it. I'm not over keen. It should throw some light in the doorway. Yeah, it changes it from twos to twos and threes. It marks where one room ends and another starts, I guess, but I may end up taking that out and putting the solid blocks back. We'll see. That was swinging closed. It would swing closed here. Nope, it wouldn't. It would swing closed here. This is the way it would swing and close. And then what I may do is see if is make some brown terracotta and then bring this bit up through to where that line is. Differentiate the hallway from the room. How about we light level in here? I don't like that big black patch there. Some dark patches I'm not over keen on. That's a problem with lighting. Before we finish a room next season, I'm going to have to go through it without the full bright, because I use the full bright because of the streaming. Where I don't have to do this kind of thing at the end of season. Not that I'm sure what I'm doing next season yet. As I said, I'll make a decision between seasons and see if I can come up with an idea. Like I said, that room there, I haven't figured out what I'm doing with yet. Like I say, I'm thinking a ladies' parlour because of the pinks and the purple, the purpley pinks. and the whites. Need to put in fireplace, I guess, of some kinds. It's more like a billiards room. Billiards. We have billiards in the room next to it, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have that here in the lounge room with the bar. But it was a good suggestion. But I need to come up with something for in here. But I will do, because in the past week I've come up for something with all three of these rooms, so we should come up with something for that one. Oh, I'm glad you like them, because it's kind of working to get. It's kind of working. How's this corner doing now? When I get down to fives, it seems to get pretty dark. Wonder. No, it wouldn't work. I was thinking of putting some upside down stairs with candles on or something, but then the trapdoors above it wouldn't fit. I'll have to think of something. You surprisingly already have a project in mind, and you plan on helping with the. You had planned on helping with Alice project this season, but after the first 6 months of the season, life said about that. Yeah, that's the thing. Life can get really busy, and you don't have as much time as you planned on having. Technically, seeing as we had 18 months, I should have been able to get this castle done completely. 18 months is plenty of time, even if it is about 600 by 600-ish. Just didn't seem to work out that way. Yes, they did. Just let me open up server announcement. Season 11 will begin on May 9th. Please note this. Yeah, that'll be closed for the week. Season 11. Let's see what it says, because it did tell us. Okay, that's Easter theme. It was just before Easter. Easter stream. I swore it said we were told somewhere. Next season is still planned to be on 121.11. Should this change, we'll update you. That was back on the 12th. So 121.11. It was in minor announcements. And we're on what? 0.8, 121.8. So it goes up 3. I don't think 122 is out yet, is it? Probably plugins. I would assume Miss Mist if there is a 122. Because the reason we're so far behind is plugins for the server. No more ones. Okay. You have 26.1. That seems weird. That's a big difference from 121 to 126. I didn't think that there'd been that many releases. Oh, it's now named for the year, is it? They've changed it. I hadn't heard. I really should keep up with the news, but I don't tend to. They decided a change was needed. Okay. It makes sense to do, because they do tend to do a yearly update and then minor updates in between them. Right, so that gives us that. Right, so let's see. See if lighting up under the chairs helps any. Helps a little bit, not as much as I would like. I do like that light comes through trapdoors. It does make it so much easier. to hide lighting. Pretty sure we did. We started here, didn't we? We did. Right, so the problem now is this area. How bad would it look? Or maybe I would. Yeah, that might work. And put a double centre line down. 18 months, you don't think you made a stack of diamond blocks in your shop? Good thing that's not your retirement fund. 46 blocks. Because I took over, somebody else gave me their shop. JV did. Keeping that stocked gave me a bunch of diamonds this season, which I don't usually have, because I don't usually do a shop. It's not something that interests me. Although at the moment, everything that I put in the shop is currently free. Not that there's much left in, a bit of terracotta and a bit of redstone. So let's make sure where the middle is. Ten. 10 would be here. We're going to put a centre line down. You don't usually have one either. Have you seen the pork chop farm? Oh, you had to get... Were you the one who gave me the shulker of pork chops earlier this season that I am now eating? I can't remember who did, but somebody gave me a shulker of pork chops. I don't... You may be. Sea lanterns are great when you're hiding the things. And I like the ochre, the frog lights when they're going to be seen. Let's turn that off. Right, so I want you. I do like what I noticed the other day when I was working on the throne room is how this does sometimes two, sometimes one. I like the pattern it gives, and it looked really nice on the green terracotta. But I like it on the dark oak wood as well. I like the way it just comes up. Right, so we need at least one more of these set in the doorway. Okay, that's where the door jamb is. Like I say, these I think need to change to that brown or grey terracotta. Brown terracotta. Are we doing for light levels here? 12s, 9s. We're not too bad. Anything. The only thing I'm now concerned about is where the bookcases are. That one's not too bad. It's these corners. I was going to move them further forward and leave a bigger space behind, but I didn't like the back displaying. Yeah, I used a couple of boxes of yellow in Notre Dame build covered with bamboo trapdoors. They fit really well. Yeah, with the sandstone. They will do. That's the thing. Certain ones, when you can see them, if you're not seeing them, it doesn't matter which block you use. But when you can see them, it does make a big difference. I'm just going to have to kind of ignore that bit, but at least the room's kind of lit up. Right, so if I have one on that door, one on that door, I need to do one on this door over here as well. Which will give me that. And that gives me a, like I said, it gives me a separation line from the room to the hallway, which means I can pull the terracotta up. I just need to go grab some brown dye. The dye shop has plenty of that, though. Oh, I still need to finish the ballroom up. I'm not happy with the ballroom, which is why it's was also why I hadn't got as far with the ballroom, because I'm not happy with it, and I hadn't got as far in here because I wasn't happy with what was going on with the wall patterns. With the I was using the pictures and just the dark oak trapdoors as a shelf. I like them better now that I've got more like a lighting box there. I'm not 100% happy, but it's better. You think you use the green ones? Yeah. I think I used the purple ones behind the trapdoors on the towers because of the purple in the build at the outside of the castle. I'm wondering about doing this something similar here, but we'll figure it out. Like I say, I'm off this week, so I've got time to play. I want some grey wool. Let's see what grey wool I've got. Yeah, stupid sky rats, DMC. They're annoying things. Yeah, because that's the last of my frog lights there. After of all those ones you gave me earlier. Grey wool. I was looking for wool. I've got normal terracotta, so I can just convert it. Concrete. Let's get rid of you. Hang on. No, I won't do that. I was thinking of using the moss, but it hit these. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, and it saves me trying to get the wool. Not going to hurt to do it this way. Get you back. Yeah. There we go, that lit up that area. It was just too dark. I'm not sure I'm happy about the thrones. But I'm being picky, and I don't need to be picky. No, the ochre should do, because even though there are other rooms I would like to do, I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to do them. Okay, so that has either got to become another one of these. Yeah, it's going to have to become another one of these. I'm going to have to change these blocks out as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 5. Yep. So I know where the doorway is. Because I have plenty of sea lanterns. Fantabulous one gave me a bunch for the hidden blocks. It's just literally where I'm going to put them in the archways in the tree farm area. We've got exactly. And the lighting is a critical thing at the moment. Like you say, focus on the critical alley. And that's the important bit. I want to get the downstairs bits done. And I want the lighting sorted first. I didn't realise how bad the lighting was until I removed the lighting pack, resource pack, earlier today. So like I say, next season I'm going to make sure before we finish an area I don't have that on. Because usually I have it on because of streaming. It makes it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. Design wise. Right, so we have 25 brown terracotta. I know it seems a bit weird having all the rooms edged with the same dark oak, but they're a dark oak floor. Yeah, you use that one a lot as well. It's really useful to have. I do like that. It's a shame you can't put these things on individually by just right clicking it with moss and having the little design, and then you can make it as big or small as you want. They'd be really nice as a wall pattern. Like say, you could then make it as you want it. I know you can use lichen, but it's not quite the same. Right, so maybe I don't want to do that way. If it's going to match up, then technically this should be here. Which would then change this from there to here. I'm not going to take them out. It's just I'd end up having to go down to the ocean to grab them back. Hang on, you're not going to do that. Seeing as we built over an ocean. Kind of reminds me back at, when I used back in my school days in the 1970s, was little floor vents around the edges of the classrooms. They kind of remind me a little bit of that. A little bit. Obviously, it's not the same design. The design would be more along the case of the crimson and nylium trapdoors in a copper variant, because the vents used to slide. Where the heating came from the bottom of the wall. Oh, I hadn't noticed that on the back of the chair. Okay. We could take it off if we wanted to, though. Oh. It is kind of cool. I do like that texture. You're right, DMC. Okay. Come back in a second and grab those blocks. Inventory's full. I must admit, I'm glad we didn't get the end date before I'd finished the island. I would have been tearing my hair out. Probably should just run backwards. It'd be easier. Okay. So I need a bunch more trapdoors and I need a bunch more sea lanterns. You. Let's make trapdoors about... No, not you. I want you. Dark oak, thank you very much. May as well use the blocks we're taking out. It's already tough to believe one person already did all this. Yeah, I was grateful for the resources. The building's mine, but there are a whole bunch of people on the server like DMC, Joe, a whole bunch of others who have given resources as the season's gone on, which has made and Alice project, etc. Especially the stone for making the island in the first place. If I'd had to mine it, there would be problems, but considering how many perimeter digs are always on Titancraft, it's usually not too bad for resource wise after the first month or so. But yeah, definitely getting there. It's reasonable, if you know what I mean. So right, so that got me that edges. I really need to do something about these walls. I'm thinking we have some more of these patterns in the dining hall, and maybe if I put one there, and the same on that side, then maybe having blank spaces in the corner isn't going to be too bad. Let's have a quick look in the dining hall. I need to check the lighting in the dining hall too. It's not too bad. So yeah, so I could grab. Oops, let's move around here. A couple more of the patterns that we've got dotted around. Ooh, I've got some dark patches here. Oh. What am I going to do with those? I'm not sure on that. Okay, maybe. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking of kind of taking this pattern up, but the problem is it's just blocks there. We may have to live with it being darker, even if I'm not happy with it. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to grab a couple more of those banner patterns I've kind of put up. And maybe put in, you wish you had all the tough blocks when you was building the cathedral. That is the colour that you wanted. Yeah, the tough blocks. It'd be nice to have all the combinations in the other variants. There's the same with the walls and the stairs and what have you. Be really handy. I'm gonna go look for some brown dye in a second. How are we? That's the same doorway. Yeah, the thing is, I can't make a big archway into here. I know all the other rooms have big doorways, and all of a sudden this side has tiny doorways. The one thing if I have time, the one thing I wanted to do was up here put a bedroomish area in this section. But there's, like I say, there's no time to fill all this space in. Yeah, it'd be a big task, and it'd only be done if I had the time, and I'm not sure I'm going to have it. I want, like I said, I'm going to get all the details done that I want done first. All the bits like the lighting and the tree. That was for the roof. It has a greyish look. Yeah, it is. It does give a nice greyish look because I used it on. Let's get rid of you lot, and we're going to go to the shopping district. Hang on. Before we go to the shopping district, I need to repair my elytra. We're doing almost. There we go. And then I need to take that pattern and put it on that wall there. I'm still thinking that statue might be a little bit too big for this room, but I do like the statue. It's Meg Ray one. But yeah, the tough blocks for the roof look really good. And I do like that you can just light it up with a little bit of lichen and it blends in. So I could see it going well on the cathedral. You like the stained glass with terracotta? Yeah. I was trying to figure out a purple with it, and the purple terracotta went really well. With the purple concrete edging. I like the way it turned out. We never did get the nether tunnel done. But it's good enough to get me backwards and forwards to spawn. And for people to come and visit quickly with by grabbing boats. And there's a shulker there. What was in the... Oh yeah, that's an emergency kit. If anybody needed it. I think it worked right. The purple works well with the deep slate and the copper. We used a whole lot of copper in the build. I do like the way that the copper looks right next to it. Right. Okay. Okay, I missed the mangrove door. Okay, I'll need to go find it. I know there are some bits of panelling that don't have the mangrove door purely because of where they're located. Brown. Right. We'll take 10. If we need more, we'll come back for more. But let's double check the panelling because I don't want to have east, west. This end island is still awesome. But yeah, I think it did work out okay. By the dining hall. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so that is fine. Let's have a look. Ah, there you go. These. Yeah, that's intentional because if you look round this side, I couldn't. Hang on. I couldn't put two doors in the same block because it's on the inside rather than the outside. So there's certain places I had to kind of put in with mangrove blocks to hide it. Well, and thank you for the frog lights. It's kind of weird because if I had it on the inside here, I couldn't have put one on this side here. No, I appreciate you letting me know because if I'd missed, I've knocked a few out as I've had to go between the places because when I've been working in between and building the thing, so it was possible I'd missed one. So I appreciate you letting me know. I really do. I will leave those there so I know where they are. They're separate from this mess. Now let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's put And thank you very much, DMC. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so you can go in here. So I have you. But yeah, it's I want to get the tree farm area lit up properly because I really like those archways we did back at the beginning of the season for that area. It just needs to be lit right. Yeah, they do like to hang around the hub. We have one in the dungeon as well that you can ride, the one that Ali gave us. A little dried gas that you can ride around the dungeon. So the next one is over here. Okay. Get this. Misclicks all over the place. It's one of its feral cousins, yeah. I seem to get a lot of them in the Nether Hub. They just have their dangly bits hanging through the roof, through the netherrack roof of that area. And same when you go down the tunnel. Yeah, so what I'll probably do is do the same on this side. But yeah, this is a room I'm not... We started off with the seating and what have you around the edges. But I'm not 100% convinced on this room. But I'll probably just go with it. I'm not going to tear the room down. I'm just thinking there's a bit too much cream in the room. We've got a sailing ship, so I don't think a movie room kind of fit the castle, if you know what I mean. But I know where you're coming from. I'm not 100% keen on the design of it. I may end up playing and seeing what we can do because it needs something and it's not right. But there's only 2 weeks, so like I say, I may end up living with it. Yep, get your mods set up for next season. The MC. Yeah, doing it at last minute is never fun. Wonder if I need to change that. I think I may need to change this. We need to put a doorway on there as well. I turn around and I find so many little bits that I need to do before I start on something big. Server's definitely busy now that we're in the final countdown. Well, that's cool. Driven's already got his set up. I haven't got mine set up yet. I'll do that once the server is finished. Because we have a week. I'm thinking I'm going to move. I have to put a doorway in anyway. Where's the door going to go? Going to go in this slot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a 5. Though I may end up changing that to dark oak for the doorway because the floor is spruce. That way it's a bit of a contrast. Come on. My middle mouse click not working again. Oops, well, you're not going to work there. Okay, and then these four need to come out. Go grab the redstone. Where did I? There we go. First shulker we opened. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe dark oak for the door. For this one anyway. I was trying to keep the doors the same, but I'm thinking the contrast. Would be better. I know I didn't use a contrast in the other bits. Then we need to... I'm going to try the dark oak, but I may end up switching it out at a later point. As long as I had... I know we're running a little late. I will be calling it a stream in a minute. I just want to get this section finished. Then I need to go grab something to eat. I have plenty of time. Like I say, I'm off this week, like I've said several times, and so I should have eaten before I started streaming, kind of thing, but I didn't get round to it. Should say I didn't eat before stream start. Okay, you wanted sea lanterns. Yeah, it does contrast the spruce with the dark oak. So I guess it's not going to make that big a difference just to have one door different, and it is a chapel. I was going to put an entrance into a tower room to do above the chapel a place for the priest vicar to live. But we never did get right. I haven't got round to that either. Go. Okay, so we'll call it there. Let's see who is streaming. Opening a new tab. Oh, Tango's streaming, so that makes life easier. So let's go /raid Tango Tech. And let's see. It's doing its awkward thing again, so I need to refresh the page for it to show me the raid button. Come on, give me the raid now button. So I'll see you all tomorrow who can make it. If not, whenever next you can. Have a great rest of your week, okay? Take care. Bye now. And thank you for being here, all of you.